Okay, I made it at my mama's house. Grown man things now. Different walk with the mission look the same now. Lay it down, now I lay down in my grave. I know I'm rare, but it's just too much up at stake. Give me faith, so I can walk through the valley. I got my people around me, secure the bed like it's Cali. Just making moves like it's 1999. It's historic, cause God making me to shine. Yeah, all the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. This that Diana Ross singing with the Supremes. It's Barack being the president, you know what I mean. This that Moses using the staff and parting the sea. This mic hitting the moon while Billie Jean up on the screen. Like, good ain't good enough, the snakes ain't drilling us. I'm focused, baby, you want that woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. Put me in the Guinness book, he made me this crazy. Ayy, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. All I know is I got it. Just give me a dime in my pocket. Ay, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. Yeah. All I know is I got it. Just give me a dime in my pocket. Ay, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. Yeah. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. History, baby.
Hear me now? Ooh, I've been so many places. Been around the world, I'm trying to get me famous. Everybody trying to occupy the spaces. Everybody now wanna know what my name is. Not even me mommy or me daddy. I didn't have nobody, just a little money God and me. I remember when I couldn't get my demo put out. Ooh, now it's murder. And now you say, oh, cause I got the mic now. You're singing praises. Now they say, oh, yes, I'm the one you wanna rock with right now, right now. And I got the mic now. I guess I'm famous, and I guess it's my time right now. I
for the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia first black governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show on
YouTube.
Yes. We bring in the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. Time for you to get up, roll up, sit back, and ride to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's first black governor.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? Welcome to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. I am your host, Georgia First Black Governor. Good morning, man. It's time to get up. Get you some coffee. Get up. Time to get up. Oh, man. Something flew into my coffee. Are you serious? That's what happens when you drink coffee outside. But it's time to get up, man. I'm grateful to be alive this morning. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all that's tuning in and rocking out with me this morning. Listen, if you didn't give God thanks this morning for being alive, this is the time for you to do it. This is the time for you to say, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to be amongst the living. You gave me one more day above ground. So that means you got one more day to get it right. One more day to do something righteous. So I'm grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for my first lady, our children, our parents, our siblings, our family, friends, foes, and all of the trolls. Right. And I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all that's watching. For those that's going to watch later. For those that's going to come in later. And for my corporate folks who can listen, but they got to stick me in the desk. Because you can't be seen with your phone on your desk. Right. Security breach. And speaking of security breaches, everything is getting breached. Right. First it was Equifax. Now it's LabCorp. Then it's this one. Then it's that one. Then it's this one and that one. They hacking. They taking over. They trying to get all your information. Either they know who doing it, but they giving you and painting a different narrative because they can. They hacking. They pandering. This has become a very emotional society. Very emotional. Very. I don't know why, but it's become a very emotional society. People now do a lot more crying. And most people would say certain things just to rattle your emotions. I'm not really here to rattle your emotions. I'm not here to play on the violin strings. I'm just here to tell you what it is, like it is. And I'm not here to force it on you. I'm just here to tell you what it is. And it's up for you to either accept it or not. You know, simple. Simple. But your lives are being hacked into.
And the reason why your lives are being hacked into, and the reason why they play on your emotions, is because one day they're gonna say, we can fix it all. But you can't be easily discouraged because someone hacked into this. Someone has done that. A lot of things are orchestrated. Some people won't budge, some people won't bend. Some people won't like you, some people will. Some people will try to use you, some won't. But a lot of times hackers are invited. They're invited in. A lot of times things happen based on our decisions. We hack ourselves. Most of the times we get hacked by the flesh. And it has the greater control. And we don't know it because we've never been taught it. We've never been shown it. We can blame this one, we can blame that one. But at a certain age, you are required to have your own understanding. You are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for how people treat you. And you are responsible for how you treat and react to others. A man's sole purpose on this earth. A man was created on this earth to serve God and to fulfill God's will and God's kingdom on earth, period. That's why you were created. Now, your service may be this one may be that. You may be gifted with this, you may be gifted with that. But at the end of the day, that you have was meant to be a service. And it was meant to be for God to get the glory and to help establish his kingdom here on earth. The woman, on the other hand, she was created as a helpmeet. She was created for the man. Most women don't understand that they are chosen. But men, we allow our lives to become hacked by outsiders. And once the outsiders hack, then it gets in. Now you got to refix and reorganize the problem. You can say it's the devil, but sometimes it can be your own decision. So, watch what you invite in. Watch who you invite in. Especially if you're building. Because outside it's so easy to get in. But it's so hard. So hard to get them out. But guess what? We'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. right after this.
Soul Brother.
My wordplay, you can feel it in your arteries. Braveheart and soda when it's in the heart of me. Describe me as cook, crack, dope, or gnarly. A hardly get to speak in regards to me. My nationality is real MC. Bloodline like Eric B. I rock him. I'm on crowds on the national level. Drop the bass and turn up the treble. This rap rebel. Without a balls, I do this, y'all. Mic check with it, yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. Hip hop is where I live at. Drop on the 1-2 hand skills on the beam while turning the turn. Do the wop on the mic while rocking the back cable. Turn my hat to the back seat. The sign says Kango. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you loving my music. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Okay, thanks for coming right back. Shout out to old brothers for making a dope track. Gave a call Mac off and put your touch on that. Now you hear the real so all I stay the back. I flame more when I step in the booth. I get ill. Go with the flow so I don't know how to chill. I fiend for a microphone fiend. The music is my drug, crowd calling my name. So I do my thing. Standing in my b-boy stairs, my chain hangs. People with my name in their mouth spit flames. Control of others' microphone thing, play no games. You need a lesson, I'ma learn you right. Protected by my flow like a virgin, I'm tight. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you love my music. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Yes sir, I done did that third. Been around in the game while you geeks a squirrel to the root. I'ma get what the problem is. Loud talk, but I don't hear what the volume is. I mean, I close the book when you rappers first bore me. I close the book on your lies, no more stories. I bring the biz cause my flow transitional. You stall out with your flow transmission goes. I'm in the dressy, believe me, I'ma bring the heat. Running to bring me back like that line when it receives. When I'm embracing the pen, it's priceless. When you embracing the pen, the price less. When I flow, I got the glow like Bruce Lee boy. Philly style B-boy, number one me boy. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you loving my music. Don't sweat the technique. 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 Yo, shout out to Eric B and Rakim for being inspiration.
Looking to become a better parent, escaping domestic family violence, need help with anger management, couples mediation, or just individual guidance? If this sounds like you, then contact the Georgia Life Center by visiting their website at georgialifecenter.org or give them a call at 470-395-1397 to set up an appointment, because they believe everyone can lead a happy, productive life free of violence and abuse. Good day. Welcome to the Y. Thank you. Am I late for the cycling class? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's full already. No problem. What about Rob class that start after? Let me look. Sorry, that's booked also. Man, I ain't never seem to get in. Well, have you heard of our online scheduling? Nah, what's that? Well, the Y online scheduling is where you register a spot in your favorite class up to 24 hours before the class starts. Wow, really? Yeah, and all you have to do is go online to ymcaatlanta.org/schedule. Click sign up, create your profile, locate the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA, then locate the class you wish to attend and register for that class. And if you're on the waiting list, you'll be notified by that you've been added. And you can also cancel your spot if need be. Great, let me get registered. So let me get you registered so you don't miss out on your favorite classes. So you say you're here for Rob in the cycling class, right? Yeah, them classes, right? Next time you might want to bring another towel. They working you like that? Yeah, they work you out like that.
Are you tired of living from check to check? Want to increase potential income? Live the life you want? Establish financial and secure future for you and your loved ones? So if you're an entrepreneur, want to own a business, or just need to make a little extra money on the side, contact Josie Kibi to get you started on the road to financial freedom, income protection, and a better life. And let her show you how to leave a legacy.
We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor. Yeah, here's my man Glenn Travis with Blind. How many of y'all got that kind of love that make you blind? Good morning, Miss Graham. We'll be back right after this.
Time moves slower, feelings grow stronger when I'm with you. Somewhere I've never been before. You take me, I ain't used to this craving. No excuse, but I'm saying, baby, you got me thinking. I wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, but I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there. Halfway when the time is right, 'cause I see no one else. No one else. 'Cause you make me blind. Outside that girl's attitude. You're only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. You make me blind. Blind. Breathing's fast. I can't take the pressure when you touch me. I can't help but to fall in love. You make me. I ain't used to this craving. No excuse, but I'm saying, baby, you got me thinking. I wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, what I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there. Halfway when the time is right, 'cause I see no one else. No one else. 'Cause you make me blind. Outside that girl's attitude. You're only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. You make me blind. Blind. Wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, what I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there. Halfway when the time is right, 'cause I see no one else. No one else. 'Cause you make me blind. Outside that girl's attitude. You're only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. 'Cause you make me blind. Outside that girl's attitude. You're only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. Right. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Glenn Travis. Yes, with you. and I'm not gonna kill the song. So, welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. Yes. So, good morning, Miss Graham. How you doing, Gap Teeth? Everybody that's coming in. Mama Quita be calling in around 10ish for your love series. Gonna drink my coffee. Yes. And I don't know what it's about. So it's gonna be a surprise to me. You always know for the love series with Mama Quita, you need one of these. If you don't know what this is called a pen. And you will need a pad so you can, take you some notes. I need to take a lot of notes. Right. So, I'm going to borrow Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom time to say something else by Bishop C. Bronner. I guess Mama Quita must be listening, because she just said the topic of the show is women must take care of themselves. You women must take care of yourself. I don't know where she going. I don't know how this gonna pan out. But that's y'all topic. So, I'm gonna borrow this right now for Portia Kirkland words of wisdom. I'm gonna borrow something from Bishop Dale C. Bronner. And it goes as follows. It said, love people enough. Oh, my daughter just threw me off. I'm sorry. It says, love people enough to allow Christ to minister to them through you. Love them enough to discern the dormant gift God has deposited in you for them. Love people enough to empty your life into them via serving or service, teaching, and prayer. Love people enough not to destroy them with your tongue. Love people enough to encourage their dreams. Love people enough to give them another chance. Love people enough to allow Christ to minister to them through you. I might not like what you do, but I can still come to you in love. Service, teaching, prayer, encouragement. But the key thing is love enough to discern the dominant gift God has deposited in you for them. Which means that there's something about us that we have to recognize and realize and know and understand and grow and have before I can give that to someone else. But the number one thing that we all do as people, is we don't love enough where we won't destroy you with our tongue. Because we know we can. So we will. We know we can inflict pain. So we do. We don't take the step back to discern. We don't take a step back to have a whole overview. We just do things. I'm guilty. Pretty sure a lot of you are guilty of the same crime. And when you destroy with the tongue, sometimes that's hard to come back from. They said the tongue is a two-edged sword. The scripture says the tongue is a two-edged sword. The scripture also says the power of life and death is in the tongue. The power of life and death. That's powerful. Not the pen, not the sword, not the bullet, but the true power of life and death is in the tongue. Discernment and the tongue go hand in hand. Because if you have certain discernment, you know how to use the tongue. Then it's easy for Christ to minister to someone through you. And he will give you what needs to be said on that level. I don't even know who you are. On that level. He will give you that discernment so you know how to use the tongue to encourage, to inspire, to serve, whether you're doing it through prayer or teaching. And listening. So love people enough. It didn't say family. He didn't say just your friends. He didn't say just your co-workers, your babies, your siblings. He said people. That means you and everybody else. People. Love people. And he said it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Love people. Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because they was trying to challenge him on the 10 Commandments. And they was like, which one is greater? He said, well, if you need something that's great, take these 2. The first one was love God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul. That means that you will obey the first 5 commandments. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That means that you will obey the last 5 commandments. For if you need something greater, these 2 shall be it. Because to love God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul means that you would love him the way he wants you to. You will have faith. He said you can't please God without faith. What's the point of praying to him and asking him for something if you're going to worry about it? Then that means that you have no faith in him. And the only way to please him is to have faith in him. Walk like his son. Teach. Serve. Jesus said, I came to serve. So you would know how to serve. I came to love so you would know how to love. And not just those that look like you. He said people. Jesus said go out into the world. That means everybody in the world don't look like you. So, in place of Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for today, what it do, bro? In place of Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for today, I bring you Bishop Dale C. Brunner. And again, it goes as follows. Said, love enough to allow Christ to minister to you, to them, through you. Love people enough to discern the dormant gift God is depositing in you for them. Love people enough to empty your life into them via service, teaching, and prayer. Love people enough not to destroy them with your tongue. Love people enough to encourage their dreams. Love people enough to give them another chance. Just as y'all are always asking God for another chance. So, that's Miss Portia Kirkland, words of wisdom time, and I pass it on to Bishop Dale C. Brunner. But out of respect for Miss Portia Kirkland, her words of wisdom today is, I made it not because I was the ish, but I had interns and assistants that were. Once you reach the point where you can't be taught, or your title has made you better, you've lost. Remain humble, teachable, grateful, and never forget where you started. Because a lot of us do. And a lot of us get big-headed because we have a title, or because we are placed somewhere, or because we feel we're bigger than the next. But one thing I learned is, from the music business to the legal business to non-profit, anything that you want to do in this life requires a team. Every major sport, there's more than one person on the floor. It requires a team. So don't think that you the ish because you shot 40 that night and everybody else only shot 10. But it took the team to win. Because everybody around you that assist you, that help you, that research for you, that help build you to bring you up, it requires a team. So you can't think that you're the ish without paying respect and homage to the interns and the assistants that work just as hard as you did. Once you reach a point where you can't be taught, or your title has made you better, you've lost. You have to be teachable. You have to be able to learn. You have to be able to sit back, let it go. And if you're the biggest fish in the pond, then it's time for you to go find a new place to swim, is what they say. Remain humble, teachable, grateful, and never forget where you started. So that is Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for this morning. You can follow Miss Portia Kirkland at pkfaith.com. That's at pkfaith.com. Or you can follow her on Facebook at pkfaith. So y'all know what time it is. We gonna pay some bills and we gonna play some music. So guess what, man? We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right at the disc. Oh, and by the way, it's Mama Quita Love Series, and she'll be calling in a few, and She said her topic is you women have to know how to take care of yourself. Women must take care of themselves. That's what she said the topic is. We'll be back right after this.
Yeah. In time. We ain't playing off. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The Jews were lost. Do the law, Jerusalem's ours. I got a truer cause. Can't quit it to involve. His hands up, cops still drew his arm. Don't do it, Sarge. Let off 50 shots, say you was scared, they won't give you a charge. Let NASA tell it, those ain't chariots, they shoot stars. NASA in Hebrew means deceiver. We don't believe you. I don't believe you walked on the moon or you flew to Mars. The firmament is permanent, it don't move at all. I can prove it all. Scriptures loaded, I shoot them off. No way you can dodge. Just know them, you cool as frost. When you stand before that white throne, you'll see who's in charge. You on the highway to hell and that Uber costs. I write these little raps and post them, but I got new songs. I drop them, but I promise they my truest bars. 7 trumpets gon' be a coup de grace. I'm a Bruce, so if I do it, I'ma do it large. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way? By doing what the scriptures say. Incline your ear to the laws and never disobey. Last time we did that, we got shipped away. Christ is coming any day and he ain't finna play. The sinners of his people gon' die by the sword. That's in Amos 9, Hebrew state of mind. Eyes on the sinful kingdom, they twisting up Paul's epistles. Cross me, I'ma give you, you repent for the Father gets you. In the day of wrath, if you think money gon' solve your issue, it's gon' burn with fervent heat. I keep toilet tissue, that same fire gon' purify us. You work more than where they put iron yokes on our necks and said we were only niggas. They told us that we were only thugs. I beg to differ, you got royal blood, biblical Jews. They won't tell us, but they know it's us. They try to drug us up, but we sobered up, ain't no controlling us. Sober minds, they had us blindfold. Eyes closed, now we got open eyes. I just want my folk to rise. I pray that the fam listen. Wake up the lost sheep, that's my ambition. Read Luke chapter 21 and pay attention. Knowing if they fall for anything, then I can't stand with them. If you listen, seek repentance. Being famous ain't my intention. Yeah. Kahalai Shabalakam Wabana Matawa. Yeah. In times. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way? By doing what the scriptures say. Why?
Are you tired of living from check to check? Want to increase potential income? Live the life you want? Establish financial and secure future for you and your loved ones? So if you're an entrepreneur, want to own a business, or just need to make a little extra money on the side, contact Josie Kibi to get you started on a road to financial freedom, income protection, and a better life. And let her show you how to leave a legacy. people on the night shift, the late drivers of Uber and Lyft, the night hawks, the creepers, heading home from the club, or you just up doing what grown folks do. You need to be tuned in to the hottest radio personality in the ATL, Big Ray Van Groove, from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Magic 107.5, 97.5, the real sounds of Atlanta. We'll be back with more of the Bake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
You know we can't start the Love Series, Mama Quita Love Series, without playing the Love Series theme song. So here's Mama Quita, Baby Daddy, without the bake, whatever. Right. So here's my man Sean Isaac with Love You Harder, and we'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Tell me something I need to know, then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take this pleasure and take it with the pain. And if in the moment I bite my lips, baby, in the moment you know this is something bigger than us. Give me a reason to believe it. And if I want to keep you, I gotta to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I gotta to love you harder. Love you harder. Pleasure and take it with the pain. And if in the moment you bite your lip, when I get you moaning, you know it's real. Can you feel the pressure between your lips? I'll make you feel like the first time. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Harder, harder, harder. Love you, love you, love you, love you. So what do I do if I can't figure it out? I gotta try again. Oh, so what do I do if I can't figure it out? Said I'ma leave again. Said I got to love it. I said I gotta love it, babe. If I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. Yeah. Love you, love you, love you. Harder, harder, harder.
This is so sketch.
Love you, love you, love you, love you.
You're back at it again.
Harder, 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 harder.
ODLTL.
Yes. Ha. That's Sean Isaac with Love You Harder. Here on the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, man. We here. Welcome. Sorry about that. Yes. We here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. Welcome back. Just finished playing the theme song. Mama Quita theme song. Mama Quita be calling in shortly. Shortly. So, um, so we're gonna wait for Mama Quita to call in and after we do that, then we gonna get into the love series. So how's everybody doing this morning as we wait for Mama Quita to come in? She said her title, her topic for today is y'all women need to take care of y'all self. Take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. I don't know how and what she mean, but she said take care of yourself. Right. That ain't hard. I don't think that's hard. So we just waiting on Mama Quita to show up real quick. So while we do that, while we wait on Mama Quita, right, to come in, because I don't want to take up her time. But let me ask this question. Miss Graham, did you see the let's just take a little sidebar. Did you see the debate yesterday? Anybody see the debate last night? Anybody? Anybody see the debate last night? Anybody? There go Mama Quita. Good morning, Mama Quita. Hello?
I'm so apologize. I had so much going on today. Yesterday I forgot to tell you.
It's alright. I would try to have it set up properly. So how you doing this morning?
Okay. Good, I'm on a rant. How you?
Well, at least you're alive this morning.
You what?
I said at least you are alive this morning.
Absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely.
So I saw your title.
Uh-huh.
Well, you said women got to take care of
And
themselves.
I should have,
So we ready whenever you are, Mama Quita.
we never who?
I said we ready whenever you are, Mama Quita.
Oh.
Cause we are live. I'm trying to find a picture, and I know I got one. There we go.
Come on, y'all. Oh, wait, no. You gotta get y'all paperwork. Everybody's paperwork. Get your paperwork.
There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's Mama Quita. Uh-oh.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Thursday morning. It's a little dreary outside, but we're going to keep it moving.
Right.
Well, today is the first day of the State of Our Women's Month, and I'm going to take it easy today. So we're going to talk about taking care of ourselves and how important it is not to neglect ourselves. Women, a lot of times we're so busy taking care of everyone else that we neglect to realize we have to take care of ourselves also. It's not an option. It is mandatory. Because if you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you're pouring into everyone else, and you never get anything poured back into you, how do you expect? Your body has physical demands. Your mind has physical demands. And we have to adhere to them. So when your body says, don't let me kink out on you, stop. Take a moment. Rest. Breathe. It's okay. It's not selfish. It's mandatory. Even God rested on the seventh day. That says a lot. I don't care how much you're doing. If you're not at your full capacity, you can't give your best. That's in work, that's in your family, that's in your hobbies. Some of y'all don't even have hobbies because you're too busy doing everything else. You're taking care of the kids, you're taking care of the husband or the boyfriend, you're taking care of the job. Some of y'all are working 2 and 3 jobs because you're a single parent, and I get it. Nobody gets it better than me, believe me. But it's so important. That's why a lot of us, and I do it too myself, because let me give y'all a little bit of transparency. I'm working on it. I can't fuss at y'all and not fuss at myself, but I am working on it. Because if I myself, I get up at 5:30 in the morning, I'm not going to bed till 1, 2 o'clock at night. That's not good. You getting 4 or 5 hours of rest. Then for me, I'm going till I'm literally falling asleep while I'm driving home from work. I come in my house, come around my corner, sit on my sofa, fall asleep at like 6 o'clock. I'm not up until the next day at 6 o'clock. There's nothing healthy about that. There's nothing healthy that you're forcing yourself to go, and never stop and rest. So I sat down and I wrote these whole thing. My goal is to be in the bed about 10 o'clock so that I can get sufficient amount of rest. That is, get at least 7 hours of sleep. Your body needs that to repair itself.
Yes.
Your mind needs it to repair itself. Your health, your organs, they need to repair themselves and not have to work. That's the purpose of rest.
So, Mama Quita, let me ask this. Do you think being restless causes erratical emotions or actions?
Man, yes. Being restless will cause you to be mean. It will cause you to be cranky. It will cause you to make irrational decisions. It affects every part of your life. Some of us can't lose weight because you can't get rest because you're too busy going. It affects your eating habits. It affects every area of your life. It causes you to have bad relationships because you can't think properly. My excuse was, well, my stress reliever is walking. I get out there, I walk. Yeah, it does help relieve stress. But if your body is already at its full capacity and you're exhausted and you're out there walking, do you think that you're going to actually be able to make sound decisions? No, you're not.
So, That makes sense. Can't argue with that because I know people who function on less hours of sleep.
Mhm.
That's why I asked. And and I know you said women should take care of themselves.
But we
And
all should.
when I saw the title, I was like, I don't know exactly which way Mama Quita going. Just know that come with your pen and your pad.
Right.
I think
But
I agree that women should take care of themselves, and I agree especially when it comes to having clarity.
uh-huh.
What I've learned is I think will it be safe to say that taking care of yourself is also an exercise of faith?
It's an exercise of faith. Yes. Yes. It's. I would say it's an exercise of obedience, actually,
Okay.
because God tells us we have to get rest. And when you have and here's the thing: if you're supposed to be feeding your mind, if you're supposed to be feeding your soul and getting nourishment, parts of that is actually sitting down, being able to read, being able to focus, being able to even, I hate to say, this may be a bad choice of words, but being able to escape your reality at least for a little while. And when I say that, I mean get some fun in. You can't work hard and not play. I'm not going to say always play hard, but you got to get some time in there for you to relax. But when I say you've got to feed your soul, you've got to nourish your mind, you've got to nourish your emotions, you've got to feed your spirit, that means if I am exhausted, I can't read my Bible. I can't even pick up a book and read nothing. And whether everybody realizes it or not, cut the TV off, cut the screen time off. When you read, you be amazed how open your mind becomes. It's
Right.
all about learning. Y'all, every day you should be learning something new. Every day you should be trying to reach a goal. If y'all don't have nothing else, have a goal that you set at the beginning of the year for the end of the year. You have your mile markers 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. How far have you gotten? And if you've gotten these goals, what are you doing to get there? Part of getting to your goals is being able to pick up a book and read because you cannot get yourself where you need to be. So you need some help. Some of us cannot afford to go to a therapist or a counselor. FYI, if you are working, your employer most times have a EPA, EAP, Employee Assistance Program, where you can actually get a counselor or a psychologist. And I know black folks, that's a taboo. But get some help, get some guidance, even if it's just, I need help with getting where I'm going. Get a mentor. Guys, we have to do that.
It's crazy.
All
you
of that
say
is a
that.
part of resting and getting yourself where you need to be.
It's crazy you say that because I was about to say, man, I ain't going to talk to them folk. That's the first thing they gonna say. But look, I ain't gonna talk to them folk. Have them folks all in my business.
Exactly.
But
And the thing is, you say I don't want them folks to in my business, but you got mama, you got cousin, you got brother, you got sister, you got all these other folks in your business that's not helping you. They giving you all the wrong. Sister telling you to go bust his tires, brother telling you to screw her. Hey, you got all these other folks in your business and they telling you all the wrong stuff. Why not go get somebody who's not going to share your business? Because by the time brother, sister, money get done, your whole family going to know.
because
Why not go talk to somebody who's going to keep everything confidential and give you the tools that you need, not to go to jail, but to get you where you need to be?
because that means that I had to do something that God asked me to do a long time ago. That means now I have to.
Yep.
That means I now have to look at myself.
Yep.
That means I now have to accept responsibility and accountability for what I did, what I said, how I said it, how I did it, how I moved.
Let me tell y'all something. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so now you're in that position, and a lot of people ain't trying to be in that position.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
Now,
absolutely correct.
because even though you can say something happened, and you could say I'm talking about the right now, but there was other things before the right now that led to that.
Oh man, you hit that on me.
You see what I'm saying? So there was some things that can determine your mood prior to something happening, and because you're in a certain mood, now that will kill the second thing that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now that puts you in. That's why counseling is a taboo.
And the thing is, a lot of people can't rest because of the simple fact that they're at a place of unease and rest because of the things that they've been through. Because they've never addressed those things. Some people see what they've been through on a constant. When they close their eyes, all they're doing is re-experiencing the things that they've been through. You never learn how to process those things. So therefore, you don't know how to rest properly.
Right.
Some people constantly, their minds are constantly going because they don't want to think about the things, or they suppress the things that they've been through, and they don't even understand this is why you can't rest, because you're too busy trying to keep going so that you don't think about these things.
Or could it also be that you think about them too much? You overthink them.
Exactly.
You let them bother
That's what
you.
he said. Exactly.
But that's why I said that.
That's all you can think about.
But that's why I said is resting in the form in which, in the definition, in the form in which you're using resting, is that an act of faith? Because if you're worrying, then that means that you don't have faith, or you have lost the faith in that in which you are worried about.
Yeah. You're right.
You know, I just like to ask
You're
questions,
right.
Mama Quita.
You're right.
And
Absolutely.
I think why women have now become into more diseases than before. Because remember, heart attacks and cancer and all of that used to come through men. I think the reason why it's a rise in women is because in the last 10, 15 years, women have been placed in a worry position.
Because they think, you know what? Okay, so I was reading this book, but I'm going to read this at third. It says, it's talking about how women over the last 40 years have changed positions on happiness. And it says, the period of declining female happiness is, okay, Betsy Stevenson and Justin Wolfers, professors at the same Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, released a surprising study that has garnered a great deal of attention. The paradox of declining female happiness, as the study is called, indicated that although the lives of American women have improved in numerous ways since 1970s, women's overall happiness has declined both absolutely and relative to men. In fact, in the 1970s, women reported higher levels of happiness than men, but today that gender gap has reversed. Men are happier and appear to get happier with age, while women after about the age of 40 become less happy. Why is this? And what changes can you make to your life to keep from mirroring these statistics? Our incomes have increased. Opportunities are far more important. Women's educational achievements have not only increased, but actually surpassed those of men. Housework is not cumbersome due to advances in technology. However, some would argue that the increased opportunities have also led to increased amounts of work, both paid and unpaid. Many women work a famous second shift, and while the average man certainly does more household work today than he did 40 years ago, some researchers point out that women maintain an emotional responsibility that men do not. Working women tend to feel a greater pressure than working men, feeling both responsible for and judged by their success in domestic matters, a clean home, well-behaved children, and so forth. Working women feel that they are expected to uphold the same standards as women who devote themselves full time for homemaking, even while knowing that it's unreasonable to expect to accomplish so much. The amount of responsibility that women have taken on is off the chart. We have this feminist movement. We are, hear me woman, hear me roar. I can do everything that a man does and more, and we are declining in happiness. Our health is going down, and we're sitting back saying we're happy, and this is what we want, because the roles have reversed. Back in the 70s, women weren't working. Their main job was taking care of the kids. Taking care of the kids, being a stay-at-home mom is
a two-time, full-time job.
Exactly. There is no I'm off. There is no I get a break. That is a full-time job from the time that child is born until you die or something happens to the child, period. Because even as grown kids, they still are dependent on mama, whether it's for an opinion, whether it's for guidance, it doesn't matter. They're still depending on mama, daddy.
I was kind of gonna hint around the same thing, but can you go back up? I think it was like in the middle of the article and ask them two questions again.
It says, hold on, let me get back to it.
Something about women happiness.
And it is, I'm going to tell y'all the name of the book. This book is excellent. Where it go? I was just reading it. Oh, here it is. It says, why is this and what changes can you make to your life from mirroring these statistics?
Oh. And what was stated before the second question, the two lines before that?
It says, men are happier and appear to get happier with age, while women, after the age of 40, become less happy.
Guess what, Mama Quita?
What?
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. That's cool?
Yep.
And can we really, truly answer that question?
I think while we're on commercial break, it's a couple of more points that I actually want to hit out of these two pages. I'm going to pull those out. I wasn't expecting to read this, but since the conversation went this way, that's what we're going to do. Go ahead, let's get a break.
So
and we're going to come back and discuss that.
So that'll work. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Yeah. I wanted a life partner, and now I'm regretting it. Life is beating me more than I could bear. So I would say life is so unfair. Life maker speak against my maker that he didn't create me well. They say whoever finds a wife finds a blessing. So why should I marry for my marriage to be stressing me? No, I sometimes feel like I don't deserve to live. I've never dreamt to be a drunkard, but now alcohol is now my friend. Just because I lost the work I do to feed the house, my respect has been taken away. Baby, I taught you into story and never gonna change. You left me with nothing but pain. For better, for worse, now things are getting worse. Where you did? You say in happiness you there, in sorrow you go there. Where you did? You said for better, for worse, now things are getting worse. Where you there? Ooh, yeah. In happiness you there, in sorrow you go there. Now where you there? The first time I met you, you told me that I'd be your number one. Baby, the first time I met you, oh, you told me that I'd be your number one. My phone, they cry every minute. You wanna hear my voice to start your day. And then my dada, I'm a daughter, if you from my OB. Ooh, yeah. You knew you deserved someone better, so why did you marry me? You promised me every year now, I'm going to hell. And then your baby dear or baby to see on worry bill. Unina weary, new watching to see penny bill. Remember, say for better, for worse, you go there where you did. You promised you go stay, you never go away, so where you there? For better, for worse, now things are getting worse. Where you there? You say in happiness you there, in sorrow you go there. Where you there? You say for better, for worse, now things are getting worse. Where you there? Oh yeah. In happiness you there, in sorrow you go there. Now where you there?
Love is not meant to be broken. Love is sacrifice. Love is pain, and the same love is joy. When we love in the beginning, we love till the end. And that is the way things are meant to be.
Are you looking to become a better parent, escaping domestic or family violence, need help with anger management, couples mediation, or just individual guidance? If this sounds like you, then contact the Georgia Life Center by visiting their website at georgialifecenter.org or give them a call at 470-395-1397 to set up an appointment, because they believe everyone can lead a happy, productive life free of violence and abuse. be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
I've come too far to give up now. Made it this far, I wonder how. Father, I just wanna make you proud, and I don't ever wanna let you down. Carrying my cross, I chase the crown. Life get heavy, needs the ground. Battle cry in my heart, they hear the sound. Sweat just dripping from my brow. Driving to the lane, I'm getting foul. Devil been talking, getting loud, but I ain't tryna blend in with the crowd. Cause what did they ever do for me? Man, I was blinded, now I see. Made mistakes, can't blame the enemy. It's time to confront the enemy. So I'm here and I'm praying, I'm bending knees, yeah. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you, mistakes, I see it now. I got these tears, I'm breaking down. Smiling when everyone's around. Won't ask for help cause I'm too proud. But Lord, you see beyond past. And you know that I won't last. You say slow down, I'm moving fast. I'm chasing the love, chasing the cash. I'm chasing the high and then I crash. Your love is the only thing that lasts. You know my future seems fast. And see I'm running out of gas. I cannot hide from you. Even in my mess you got through. Saying not my will but yours be done. I messed up and I jumped the gun, but I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been faking without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you, been faking without you. Brought me here, won't let me down. I come too far to turn around. You brought me here, won't let me down. No, I can make it with you, I can take it with you. I ain't breaking with you. I can make it with you, I can take it with you. I ain't breaking with you.
That's in, to all of those that's watching. And you know, I told you I like the people that got the hottest in the desk. Hey, look, I don't want to be the cause of you losing your job. You know, I appreciate you still coming on listening to the show. You just got to hide the phone in your desk. You got a few of those. But the crazy thing is I tell them they should just comment after the show, but nobody does.
They gonna get better.
We gonna get better. I gotta get better. So
it's gonna get better.
So it's the first day of Women's Month, and we here with Mama Quita on the Love Series. Which you women need to take care of yourselves because y'all dying out. and yeah, and I'm gonna say because society has put y'all in a position to where a lot of women really want to control the driver's seat. As much as they,
Control everything.
as much as they say they don't, they do. So I,
Yep.
I think, and it's not women's fault. This has just been the narrative in America, and you know what I'm saying, in the last 20, 25 years, as you stated.
He just read 40 years.
Right, but in our and it began 40 years ago when the feminists came out.
Yeah.
Okay, and it started with them. And remember who the feminists were.
Yes, you're right. He's talking about our community 20 years.
It wasn't y'all.
Right.
Because I'm trying to figure out how within a 4-year span black men coming out of colleges or black men with degrees go from 98% down to 25%, and black women go from 13% to 92% in a 4-year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it is the narrative. So and we all know the end game is to take all the real men out of the way. We're gonna get replaced by women, transgenders, LGBT, and robots. Almost kind of in that order.
Yep.
So that's why in the last 15, 20 years, the narrative has been, I don't need a man.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay. And now the narrative is you can be a hoe and a man is still wife you. And real niggas is not wifing hoes. It's just the truth. But we just talking about the narrative that has gotten us to this point. So, Black Lives Matter is the undercover feminist movement. It was started because it was created for black lesbian women. Somebody just took their name and put it on Michael Brown pictures. Shit went viral and everybody took it and ran with it. But if you go on their website, they only speak about LGBT views and how black lesbians are being traded in for transsexuals. They got beef with the transgender. That's what's on their website. It has nothing really to do with people being shot by the fucking police.
Okay, let's bring it back.
Oh yeah, we back. But this is the narrative. So, but these groups target our women.
Yep.
So now if our women are now the target, if this is now the narrative, now women relocate themselves in a different position. And as you said, they need to rest. Well, how you rest with 40 different people pulling you in 40 different directions, with 40 different ideologies. Okay. I didn't go too far. I was bringing it all in together.
Gotcha.
I just, because when you say
I know how you get when you get on those.
No, but no, it's more so the fact when you say when you speak of BLM, you have to be specific and give the history thereof. So it's no disrespect to them because black people have taken it and really used it for something good, but our women are the target in everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody targets women because they can go off the emotion. They can persuade them. I mean, it is what it is. We were created emotional creatures. If you can get to a woman's emotion and her mental, you've got her. You've convinced her to do anything that you want her to do.
And that's why and always encourage women to step back and think logically.
Yep.
And don't take everything personally.
Yep.
And I think that becomes the stress that has led women to now be more unhappy.
Yep.
Because now they are taking on roles, responsibility, and things that were not meant for them to take on. And,
ding, 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 ding.
But let's not forget though, this is nothing new. It's known to target women. This goes all the way back to the beginning.
Yep. With Eve.
Okay. So
she was targeted.
So all right. Because no man is gonna allow another man into their home.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. I'm just saying. So now when we but what men don't understand is when God told the woman that the man shall rule over you now, that has been taken out of content. And this is now why the narrative is the way it is. Okay. That rule means he owe you his life now because he didn't protect you from the beginning. That's why you have to be loved the way Christ loved the church and give his life therefore. I'm just saying. So he owe you his life because he didn't protect you, and I'm sorry.
You got it.
But so how we go from here, Mama?
You got it.
But despite all the statistics, despite all the research and all of that, where we go from here? What is the solution?
We got to make some decisions. And here's the hard part because so many people, like I said, we don't want to read. We don't want to invest in ourselves. We want people to, and I hate to sound like I'm mimicking. Never mind, I'm not even going to say that. But we want people to tell us what to do. It is what it is. Nobody wants to put the time in to get the knowledge that they need. They prefer to sit somewhere, sit in front of the TV, because I'm not going to say somewhere, because a lot of us don't even go somewhere for someone to tell us what to do. But we'd rather be dictated by TV, social media, entertainment, any entertainment, music, movies. And the part that's sad is the subliminal messages that are within all of those streams. You're falling right into it. So until we can change and decide that we are better than the foolishness that we've allowed to take root and dictate our choices, is man.
But what choices
we're gonna continue the same way.
But what choices do you really have? Paper or plastic? I mean, because think about it, everything is either pandered or is marketed to as a need or a want.
Yep.
Okay, so what decisions do you really have? Honestly.
Well, first off, you need to decide the difference between a need and a want. A lot of us are living beyond our means because we want to, not because we need to. You need a roof over your head. If it's you and 3 kids, you may have to have a 2-bedroom. But because I have me and 2 kids, I want a 5-bedroom. My 2-bedroom might cost me $800 a month. That 5-bedroom might cost me $1,200 a month. But because I'm trying to prove a point to folks or make myself feel like I'm more than what I am, I'm going over here in this 5-bedroom, pay this $1,200 a month, and I'm struggling and can't do what I need to do.
Okay, so hold on real quick. I was watching this show, right? So the guy is like this CFO accountant. He married. They was looking for a house. So he had a set budget.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how he moved, the wife wasn't happy because she wanted to expand and break down, and every time they saw something new, it pretty much, by the time you got to the renovation part, it was over budget. So has that become the thing?
Yes.
The competition
Yes.
amongst, instead of the building of where you are.
Yes. Think about the Hispanic community. They live together. They save their money together. They carpool, and the whole time they're doing this, it's a sacrifice, but they stacking their money. So once they get where they need to be, they done stack this money. Now you got 3-4 families. They done stacked their money. These 3-4 families did this for like 10 years. Now, okay, we done sacrificed for 10 years. Now we all going our separate ways because I got my down payment, I got my money, I got my grants, I got everything I need. Now we going our separate ways and we good. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pull my other family in. We going to do the same thing all over again. Whereas it's competition in everything we do.
Well, we're built on the American competition.
Exactly.
I mean, first place, second place. Listen, I never forget, I was running track, right? I came home and my uncle was like, man, what you got? I was like, I came in second place. He's like, they gave you a medal for being the first person to lose. That's what he told me. He said, you was rewarded for being the first person to lose. That's what second place is. After that, I never came in second place again. And if I did, I never brought it home. Because
it's for your mental down.
Right, because now it's all about being number one. That's the narrative. That's the American way. We're considered the greatest country in the world. That's the narrative. When I used to go out the country, it was more so like, nigga, you from America, what you complaining about? And it's more so, at times, you want to tell them shit. Come take a walk through the hood with me. And now, if you walk through some hoods, it look like over here. So, it's the narrative of the competition. It's not taught compilation. Compilations are only done in music. It's not taught compilation and expansion. It's competition. And now the narrative is the clout chase. And women like things. So how the hell can you tell a woman, a grown woman at that she can't have what she wants?
And the problem with that is we've become so selfish and immature. That's a child's mind. It's got to be all about me, and what I want. When you're growing up as a child, and I blame a lot of us parents because we try to do for our children what we quote unquote didn't have for us, and we kill the character. So now we have a world full of selfish adults who everything is all about me. They buy on impulse, don't know what it means not to buy, only what's needed for, they don't believe in sacrifice. Yeah, we might have to sacrifice for the next 2 to 5 years to get what we want, but in the end, we're going to be here with what we need and what we want.
And you know I hate playing devil's advocate, Mama Quita. But
I know it.
But Mama Quita, you know I love it. So, Mama Quita, how can you tell a woman she can't have what she wants? Listen, I'll lose the sleep, if need be, to contemplate, to figure out how to attain what I want.
Men are different. And to be honest, if you're in a relationship with a woman like that, honestly, I can't tell you how to fix that. I cannot, because it's something that she has to want to do. Now, what I can tell you, and I know this may not be the popular, some pastors might get mad at me, whatnot, but I believe you know who you're in a relationship with.
Right.
And when you know who you're in a relationship with, if you know that person is a spender, yeah, I'm going to have a secret account. Because there's just certain things that I already know. Okay, you're an impulsive buyer. Whatever you want, you're going to spend your money on. So while you sitting over there spending your money and I know we got this goal, let me be the one to be the adult and do what needs to be done.
So, but okay, so now, what if it's the opposite? What if a woman is dealing with the man who's impulsive?
It's the same thing.
And
let me see.
But let me ask this
different.
question. So, let me ask this question. Okay. How much should she be willing to give up or willing to sacrifice? And that's that, and that even goes on even on the men's side. What is what you sacrificing for what you really want at the end of the day?
Okay, so when you say what you're sacrificing for, are you meaning like I'm saying we're sacrificing so we can buy a house?
No, what I mean is what are you? We spoke about the woman who's not willing to that wouldn't. What about a woman who's willing to compromise? How far should she go in her compromise?
Me personally, and I know again this is not the popular belief. A part of the problem that I see with society and relationships is that nobody wants to go the extra mile, and once it becomes uncomfortable or inconvenient or any of those things, people want to give up. So when you say, how far do you go to sacrifice, to me, as long as it's not a detriment. And when I say a detriment, I mean, if I'm sacrificing money and putting it up to the side so that we can do what we need to do because you impulsive, to me, yeah, most relationships end because of financial issues. But if you're willing to stick it out, you talk to somebody who's been married for 40 years, you'd be amazed at the amount of sacrifices that they made, the things that they endured and allowed themselves to get over. Everybody wants these quote-unquote relationships, but nobody's willing to do what it takes. So, like I said, the sacrifice, if it's not a detriment mentally, physically, then why are we just giving up on stuff?
But to bring this back home, so women need to take care of themselves. You said they need to sacrifice time for themselves.
They do.
There's a time for everything.
There's a season.
And it's one thing that the First Lady always says is what's meant for you is for you. I think one thing that women don't like is disappointment.
Oh, absolutely.
And women don't like rejection. So, because the narrative lately has been you need to be on top because you are a woman. Because the narrative have been America's about the competition. Because the narrative has been, sister girl, you can do it yourself.
Yep.
But one thing that I saw earlier and read earlier in Miss Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom, she said most people think she was the ish, but it was her interns and her assistants that were. You stated earlier that you needed a team. And anything that God gives you requires others. And before I read Miss Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom, I read something from Bishop C. Bronner, which was more so love people. You are supposed to be a servant to teach and to pray, and be careful of the tongue. And he said, love people with your tongue and not destroy them with the tongue. So when you hear that also, and then hear what you're saying, now it all goes down to the narrative. And as I stated earlier, the power of life and death is in the tongue.
Yep.
That is very powerful.
Yep.
One of the most smallest overlooked thing on the body is the most dangerous and the most powerful in the world.
Yep.
The narrative. Because if the narrative is out, that will be the narrative that will be received. And then that becomes the narrative that is spoken. You said women need to take care of themselves. Taking care of yourself as well as understand what you speak upon yourself.
Absolutely.
What you bring upon yourself.
Absolutely.
See, you can have something, but you can talk death into it. Life can be brought to you, but you can talk death into it.
Absolutely.
Death could be brought to you, but you can speak life into it. I think women have strive because the narrative have been you are second class or looked upon as second class.
Yep.
Because the number one thing is most men didn't understand, only knew of your position, but didn't fully understand your position.
Yep.
Because that part of the word was skipped over.
Because no one taught them.
That exactly.
No one took the time to teach them. No one took the time to tell them what was best for them, because we were too busy doing what was best for us.
Right.
And when men started walking out of the houses, hey, you gotta fend for yourself.
Well, that's just true. But I think
you gotta fend for yourself.
I think the narrative that a man has to feel needed, because he has to feel like he has to work for something. You have to understand. You have to also understand that if that need is not wanted, then he feels unwanted. I think I'm gonna have fun on this Women's Month.
I think so too.
Because women are, not all women, but some women are very impulsive.
Very impulsive.
They jump out the window without analyzing the facts. It's not that they don't have it. They just don't analyze it.
No. And that goes back to when you're not rested up. You cannot make sound decisions.
Right. And
you move off of impulse. You move off of emotion. When you are rested mentally, you have a clearer mind, and you can say, you can rationally think about the consequences of your action.
And women, let me say this on the first day. Don't talk to your man about the things. You can tell him the things that you see that you want change. If you love him as you say you do, then you would take that change to God. Reason I say that, ladies, is because we would try, men would try real hard to try to change, to appease you. But then there's little increments that doesn't fit what you want, or is not around the way that you want. And I get that because I've been guilty of that a lot of times. But if you love that man, and there's some things that you see that you feel should be changed, and you know that he tried but he failed. He tried, he failed. He tried, he failed. The reason he tried and failed is because you didn't take the full change to the person, to the one who he's asking for the change to come from as well. And if y'all are building together, remember, y'all are one flesh. So if he's going to the change, you have to go to the source for the change too. You can't just have him going to the source by himself. So that's just my little hint to you ladies who's listening. And men, stay in prayer. Women, your most powerful gift, the most powerful thing you have is prayer. And if you truly love a man like you say you do, pray for that man. Don't bash him. Don't talk trash about him to your co-workers. Don't call your mama. Don't call your sister. Don't call nobody. Don't call your bestie. Call God. If you love him as you say you do. Hey, you're welcome. A praying wife is the most dangerous woman in the world.
Oh boy, you better come out with it.
A praying wife.
You better come with it.
A praying mother. A praying woman is the most dangerous, especially a woman who God turned his ear to and listen. A praying wife. Because women, we simple. We're the most forgetful creatures on this planet. I keep telling y'all men that ABC 1, 2, 3. We are instructional creatures. I hate to say it, and I know women hate this. No, if I tell you to do something, you should know how to do it. No. Men were built on giving instructions. That's why the Bible is called the basic instructions before leaving earth. When Adam was created, God gave him specific instructions, and he moved based on them instructions. Now, the problem with most men, ladies, is most men get lost in the cookie. Because Adam got lost in the cookie. That's why he ate off the tree.
You are absolutely correct. A man's greatest downfall is a woman.
He will break down. That's why you have to be a praying woman. That's why Paul said, subtle in your speech. Because you can easily break a man down. But a praying wife, listen to me, is the most dangerous woman in the world. A praying mother is one of the most dangerous women in the world, especially if she has God's ears. How do I know? Because I'm sitting here right now talking to you. Because I had a praying mother.
Right.
Okay. I had praying aunts. So what I can tell you, ladies, is this. Men are instructional creatures. That's how we are built. That's why real men open up boxes and read the instructions. We don't just bust it open. We don't do that. We don't just, I don't. I read the instructions. Because I ain't trying to make a fool of myself. That's called wisdom. And I know y'all hate giving men details. But we gonna get into it this month, though. And I'm gonna have some fun. And the only reason why I'm gonna have some fun is because I've had a lot of failure. And we all here to learn. Simple. So anything you want to say in closing, Mama Quita?
Well, ladies, we covered a lot of ground, but the main thing is don't get so wrapped up in this world and what's going on that you neglect yourself. Your health is at stake. Your mind is at stake. And if you're not taking care of your body physically, it manifests in a physical way, creating disease, which a lot of us are dying early with heart attack, stroke, because we're neglecting ourselves, worrying, stress, and it's not worth it. If you love your family, don't be selfish in pushing yourself to your limit. That is selfish. Don't mistake taking care of yourself for being selfish, because it's just the opposite. If you are not here because you didn't take care of yourself properly and getting rest, that is more selfish, because you've left back behind people unnecessarily in the state of turmoil when all you had to do was make a conscious decision to do what you needed to do for you. Get a relationship with Jesus to help ease those anxieties and stress. Learn what needs to be learned for yourself so that you can take yourself and your family to the next level. That's all I got.
That's it. So I thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with us. Man, we'll be back on Monday, man. Y'all know how we do here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all be blessed. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay out of harm's way. Stay up in prayer. And just know that God loves you. And you got to seek him first in all the things that you do. So, that's our time. And we love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Miss K, I appreciate you. Gap Teeth Music, Mama Quita, everybody. We'll see y'all back here on Monday with more of our State of Our Women's Month right here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show.
It's time to get up and get ready. Yeah. For the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor.